Anyone who does not drive a Ferrari is a lazy idiot. It is that easy to get rich in the world today.
How do you get rich then?
Name a normie job.
All right, I'm going to try to be charitable here, and I'm going to try to say that what Andrew Tate is really trying to say is that it's possible for anybody to make money and make good money in the world today, which that part is true, but I think he's oversimplifying and making it seem easier than what it really is.
Making coffee.
I'm gonna tell you how to get rich as a barista. We have a man who became a billionaire from salt.
Yeah.
You can all put salt on, he did it the best. So the first thing you need to do is get very good at making coffees. Then you need to
Okay, he says that as if it's nothing. Okay, it will take years to get good at making even something like coffee, because you're talking about, you're competing against everybody who's already doing this in the world. So if you're starting at zero and you don't know anything about making coffee, you first have to learn the art of making coffee from somebody who already knows. And then once you have that down, you have to showcase your creativity somehow and be better than the top 1% that are out there in order to break through and get any sort of attention. So it's not quite that simple. You can't just learn the skills and suddenly be paid for it.
attention. Well, you can make coffees in a fancy way. You can hire a videographer. You can get a nice video made that's well cut with some fancy music. You begin to put them on Instagram. Now you have attention. How do you...
Okay, this is again a little bit of an oversimplification here. He's assuming that you became a top 1% coffee maker. And then in addition to that, he's assuming that that somehow led to money, which it doesn't immediately lead to money. You need good marketing and good sales tactics. So you can't just be good at making coffee. You need to understand the other aspects of a business. And then maybe you have enough money to pay for some good marketing. And if you do pay for some good marketing, you should get attention on Instagram. But even that is not guaranteed. Like, you could make a beautiful high quality video, and if you don't know what you're doing in terms of the purpose of the video, it's still gonna bomb.
Then turn that attention into money. What you can do is launch your own coffee brand. You can put your face on it because your face is now a recognized brand. Before you know it, you're making $10,000 or $15,000 a month. You can start to do tours. I'm gonna do master classes on...
Okay, he's moving really quick here through the steps. But if you market enough and if you market in the right way, yes, it's possible to get to the point where you make $10,000 to $15,000 a month. That metric actually is not terribly difficult to achieve. So that is actually a possibility. When he started at the beginning saying like it's easy for everybody to kind of become a billionaire, it's like, no, that's not really realistic. But $10,000 a month is $120,000 a year. If you start your own business, you should be aiming to get at least that.
To make coffee, 20 people only, $1,000 each, just 20 grand for a day to teach people how to pour milk in a cup. Boom, you put in a little bit of effort, now you drive a Ferrari, done.
Okay, I guess if you make 120K a year, you can spend 500K on a Ferrari. Doesn't really work that way, but at the very minimum, I understand his point that most people, if they put in the proper effort and follow the right steps and they educate themselves, it's possible.